Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, June 2024, 33 variant and complete pure 3 paper. We are going to start question number 1. We have to convert in 3dp, and how we can do this kind of whenever power involves in any number, we'll take a logarithm. We have two choices. We have to first make a to power x alone, 5 to power x alone, or I think best choice, take logarithm directly. Make sure this should be not a plus or minus in the middle. If multipliers are not a big problem. So 3 minus 6x. Log of 4 times 2, 5 to power negative 2x. And this power will come down. But write it in bracket. Please be careful. And here I will put a 4, a plus in the middle logic because multiply. Okay. So this log of 8 multiplying with the both values, so 3 log of 8, it is a compulsory. And what about this? This will come down as well due to log property, negative 2x log of 5. How many x values? 1 here, 1 here. I'll bring this here and this on the other end. So 2x positive log x5 minus 6x log of 8. Log of 4 minus 3 log of 8. So from here, x common, I got 2 ln 5 minus logarithm 6 logarithm of 8. Why I'm doing this way? Sometime he asks you exact value. So this step, which I'm going to write now, if he asks you exact, then you have to stop it here. If he asks you exact form, then you have to stop it here. Or you type in calculator now, it's turned to be 0.5241, but he asking 3dp. So what is the way then I'm to write it? So 0.524. I hope so. The idea is very clear. The question is completely over. Question number 2, we have now find exact coordinates of stationary point of the curve, this one. So how to do it? Have a look, because you can see here 2 values are multiplying. So we apply product formula, u into v. So very clear, u copy v dash, v copy u dash. So 1 by 1, because plus in the middle, so any order. I'm keeping this copy and this derivative here, plus then reverse. Sine to copy and this derivative. So this derivative here and this derivative there. What is the sine? So sine is cos 2x into 2. Don't forget it, angles derivative. E to power 2x into 2. This come to 4 powers derivative. Now students, so best idea, take common out. This is common. Cos double x plus sine double x left in the bracket. I'm going to plug in derivative 0. So either this is 0 or this is 0. So I got cos double x plus sine double x is equals to 0. This 2 goes down. I got this. If I take a logarithm, whenever, make sure x will come in the power of anything. So if I take a log to bring it down, and here especially 0, so log 0 is infinity, undefined, we cannot do it. So they simply say not possible. So cos goes on other side, it becomes sine double x is negative cos double x. Cos will come under it, sine over cos becomes tan double x. And tan is negative is here and here. And he said exact coordinate of stationary point, he said. So first, and he said first quadrant. So this is, we have to ignore. I will take this only, the first one. And if I take this as alpha, alpha is equals to principal angle. Principal angle, don't take negative. I got a pi by 4. And pi by 4, I'll make it here. And second angle, I should leave it. So this is my first answer. So first answer to is turned to be pi minus that, this pi minus pi by 4, I get a 3 pi by 4. And finally, 2 divides, I get a 3 pi by 8. So 3 pi by 8 is my x coordinate, but he said give exact coordinates. So y as well required. So this equation I'm copying and I'm bringing down, and I need to plug in it here. So put x value 2 times to 3 pi by 8, and in sign in 2 times to 3 pi by 8. So this 2 and 8 cancel out. I get it e to power 3 pi by 4. Whereas this is a 2, 4, and is a third quadrant, is a root 2 by 2 in the second quadrant. So I get it root 2 by 2 times 2 e to power 3 pi by 4 and y coordinates. So finally I can say 3 pi by 8 is good and compulsory to write this format because he asked us the coordinates. So I hope so the concept is very, very clear. Question number 3, we have square roots of square roots he talk about of this. Basically, whenever if I have a x to power 2 equal to 16, we take a root of both sides and we get a plus and minus root 16. So it becomes plus and minus 4. That is why we got 2 roots. Same story is here. Here we say 24 minus 7i. If I take of root of this one, because I don't know what is the root of this, so I assume the answer is this format. So I'm writing x plus iota y, but make sure when I take a root of this, I must get plus and minus, as I said. So what to, this is a starting the way. So I'll say let. This is a starting method of the question. So squaring both sides, when I square left side, root will cancel, and I'll get this. But right hand side, when I take a root, square, not square, I get this kind of equation. So 24 minus 7i is equal to squaring identity. I'm going to use, okay, so I think this part is very clear. Okay, so this 24 minus 7i iota, here x square 2xy iota, and iota square of iota and square of y. And iota square is very clear, minus 1, and y square separate. So ultimately, I got a negative y square. Now I got a 2 equations, 24 equal to this and this. So I got a real part, x square negative y square is equal to 24, and iota part, this and this equals to each other. So 2xy is equals to negative 7. So I hope so. These 2 equations are very clear. And I call this equation 1 and this in number 2, or I make a y subject or x subject. This equation I call as a number 2. And this I'm going to solve them simultaneously, replacing here. So put in 1. So x to power 2 and minus square of this whole thing. So negative 7 over 2x. So x to power 2, negative 49 over 4x to power 2 is equal to 24. So multiply whole equation with the 4x square or take LCM. When I multiply with this, students, I get a 4x to power 4 and 49 as it is. And this multiply with that, 4, 4, 16. So 96 x to power 2. Rearrange. When I rearrange, okay, I do it here better. So when I rearrange 4x to power 4, negative 96 x to power 2, negative 49 is equals to 0. Now, rather than I say let x to power 2 is equals to k, I can do directly also. This is not wrong. Even I say x square, this x to power 2 is equals to negative b plus and minus b square minus 4a c minimum. This step you have to show to examiner and divided by 2a. And I got x to power 2. If you check in calculator, so we are getting here 2 answers. You can use the mode function and check in no time. I got a first answer 49 over 2. Second answer is negative 49. So if I take a root of this, okay, I get it what, students? So plus and minus 7, root of 7 over 2, root 2. And here I will ignore it because iota involving, so I ignore it. No problem at all. Okay, so let's go for the next part. And space is a problem, so I will use it here. Okay, so concentrate and how to do the next part. I mean, x is done, y is missing. So I have two x values. So if I say that if x value, I have this one, but I will change later on. First, I'm plugging it there. So if x value is positive 7 over 2 root of 2. So when I plug in this value here, so y is equals to negative 7 over 2 times 2, 7 over root 2. You know, student, this 7, 7 cancel, it goes up. So I get a root 2 by 2. Root 2 by 2. Okay, so root 2 by 2 is my second, is a y value. Okay, root 2 by 2. So, and what is the x value? X value is this, but students, we have to convert in rationalize because root is not acceptable in denominator. So multiply up and down with the root 2, and finally I get x value. This is 7 root, and root 2 become 2, and I got 7 root 2 over 2 plus and minus. So this x value, I'm using it now here in the place. So it means first number I'm getting is 7 root 2 by 2 plus iota times 2 root 2 by 2. This is my first complex number. I hope so. The point is very clear. Sorry, this is a minus coming from here. I saw now. So negative. So it means this. So when I use positive, I am getting here negative. Okay. Now let's try the other one. If I use a negative, so what happens, students, then? Negative 7 is already available. 2 times 2, negative 7 over root 2. It means I will get a positive root 2 by 2. So I'm writing now again complex number, negative 7. I make it zoom so you can see clearly. Negative 7. Sorry, x value is this one I'm using, not the other one. So other one you use even, so this is a better. And plus iota time to root 2 by 2. And this is my second complex number. I believe you students are understanding well. This question is also clear. Question number 4, we have students now, and we can see that we have equation, we have given two coordinates on the line, and most important thing is what along y-axis here, logarithm. And it helping us to understand that I will take a logarithm of both sides. Okay, so first of all, what is the task? We have this equation given, ky is equals to e to power cx. So job number 1 will convert into a straight line equation. I mean, y is equal to mx plus c. I have taken log of the both sides. So due to multiply in the middle kv, I will apply a log property, log of k plus log of y. And here again, log property, the power comes down. The second property, the logarithm times 2 ln e. And ln logarithm of e is 1 if you check in calculator. And same way, logarithm of 10 is also 1. Make sure, don't forget it. So I'm going to make it logarithm subject. So this is a 1. I got a cx minus log of k. So this equation converted, this of y is equal to mx plus c. This is called gradient, and this is called y-intercept. Now, students, I'm going to find a gradient from the data given by him. So what is the formula? Basically, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So when I plug in 2.21 minus 0.372 over 5.10 minus 2.80. The gradient, I get it, if you check in calculator, 919 over 1150. And this is okay. I'm not converting in a, okay, even I convert in decimal format. This is 0 point. Okay, I'm leaving it here. I'm not converting. And now, because this, I will go directly here. Okay. All right. I mean, directly here. So now y is equals to mx plus c. I will use it. And in the place of m, I use this. I will use any one point is our planning. I will use this point. So this will go in the place of y. This will go in the place of x. So I'm putting it here. And 919 over 1150, I'm using exact value for more accuracy. So when this whole thing will go there and subtract from there, so 2.21 minus 9 into 919 into 5.1 is giving us C value negative 1.8656. So students, I think now we can see that as gradient is C and gradient is this. So this is equal to C. So C is directly value. I got it 919 over 1150, but he said 2SF. So we have to answer right. 2SF 0.799, it becomes 0.80 or 8 only acceptable. Or if you write 0, no issue at all. And what about this, students? So this value of C is equal to negative that. So I'm writing here negative logarithm of k is equal to negative 1.8656. Negative, negative cancel. And I got this. And I got 1.8656. And students, any number we can write in log power. For example, 2 ln e to power 2 is same. You see, if when you type this in calculator, you get this 2. Okay, if it's 3, I can write log of e to power 3. What about this? Same story. So I can write here logarithm e to power 1.8656. Log cancel, and I get this k value. But when I type this in calculator, and we said that 2 dp, so we are getting here 2 sf, sorry. So k value becomes 6.5. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I hope so. The point is very clear. Question number 5, students, we have to express in partial fraction, but the most important part is here. If upper part, let me tell you one thing, the power of the numerator, let me write it here. This is a very important criteria. The power of the numerator is more or equal to power of denominator. So this is called improper fraction. Improper fraction. So improper fraction, how to cover up, how to convert into proper fraction. So we have one choice only to long division. But first of all, I will multiply the denominator. X into 2x, 2x square, x negative 2x, and negative 1. So ultimately, I got this. This is done. Now I'm doing long division. This long division is a very, very important. Otherwise, you will lose marks if you start directly this question. So 3 times to that. So I get it this. Sign must changes. Change, okay. Okay, then this become x and this plus 5. And do you know how to convert into fraction form? For example, okay, this 3, so it means 6x to power 2. So all this is converted into fraction form. I'm writing this 3 right left side plus this right in the numerator of the fraction and this right in denominator. And student, this is actually that because this came from where? From here. From here. It means I will write that factors once again, not multiplying format. Factor form. Now my question is ready for integration. For a partial fraction. So let's see now how we can complete it. I will take this part only and I call this equation number 1. So I will take x plus y, x plus 5 over x minus 1 into 2x plus 1. The hard part is over. This I will take mostly as a count as A. I'm counting B over X minus. Even I can give you this A also, no problem at all. Okay, so this C over 2x plus 1. So always multiply whole equation. You can have two choices. Take LCM and cross multiply, or multiply whatever available left hand side in denominator. So when I multiply this factor, this fraction is completely cancel out. I get x plus 5. And when I multiply with this, students, this will cancel out. This will stay beside of B. And when I multiply with this, students, what happens? This cancel out, this stay beside of C. So what to do? First time, this part, I'm going to plug in equals to 0. When a 0, I got a 1. In this equation 1, I'm putting in a whole equation. When I plug in 1, I got a 6. Plug in 1, I got a 3. And plug in 1, I got a 0. And finally, B value becomes 2. Because I kept this part 0, that is why this is 0, that is why you can see here. So now I'm going to keep a second equation 0. So x value becomes the negative 1 over 2. I'm putting whole equation negative 1 over 2. So when I plug in negative 1 over 2 here, so I have to do it carefully. Negative 1 over 2 plus 5. I'm getting here 5 over 9 over 2, sorry. Yeah. And when I plug in negative 1 over 2 here, student, this 2 to cancel, minus 1 plus 1 gives us 0. And when I plug in it there, so negative half and negative 1 give us negative 3 by 2. And this 2 must cancel with that, and 3 and C value, I got it, finally is negative 3, because it goes down and it gives us negative 3. So you have to plug in, first of all, both values in this equation. So I call two equations. I put in 2. So I got it, students. So x plus 5 over x minus 1 into 2x plus 1 is equals to, this value will go in the place of B. And then this is negative 3. Now this value, I'm going to plug in it here and put in 1. So finally, I got 3 plus this whole thing. Copy and paste here. This is my answer for what? For what? It is a 6x to power 2 over. So this was a question, and I hope so. The point is very clear. Yes. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So we have done it. So this is our final answer. Question number 6 we have. Region whose points representing the complex number z satisfy the inequalities this and this. So let's try to do it. So first of all, I will reshape z. This one, I will reshape negative common 4 plus 3 iota. This negative sign is compulsory. Make sure this negative sign is a fix. And this representing center of circle. And this two represent radius of circle. And I'm going to do the other one. Again, I will take a negative common from these two values. Okay. So you can see negative common. All right. After this, let's try do it. And for your knowledge, this is a modulus one side number, other side is called circle. And this argument stands for the ray. And ray is starting from here, and this angle it makes. So this is a starting point. and this angle with x-axis. So I'm going to make it, first of all, best way, when you do it, make a rough diagram. It is easy, then it is easy for you to do it. So 4 comma 3 is center of circle, and the radius is 2. So common sense, this 2 and this is 2 as well. Then where is x-axis? Because this y value is 3, so this is a 1 box below is x-axis, and here 2 boxes here is y-axis. So I believe the point is clear. So this kind of diagram, I must have it, and let's try do it. Now, as I said before, center of circle is here, and you have to mark it. So marks for it. Okay, I call as a C, center. And this gap is, if I count 1, 2 units. 1 unit below is the other one that is called x-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe you're understanding what I'm saying. Okay. So maybe slightly tilted. All right. Because it's sketch only, so don't worry about it. This is done, and for this, out of 5 marks, minimum 2 marks for it. Okay, now students, what it means, this point is 4, and exactly below this is a 2. Okay, and exactly here is 1. And this is 3. Here I can write 2. This is a 4. Exactly on the top is 5. You know, it's rough, so no need to make accurate. Okay. And this is a 4 plus 2, 6. All right, so what about this student 2, 1? X is 2, y 1. So it means 1, 2, and 1 here. So we are getting exact a point here, which is in the line of it. And this is a line of it. And I'm going to make it, what is a 60 degree? So naturally, you know, if I make a rough idea, you can understand this is a 45 degree. How come? Because there's 2 boxes, 2 boxes. So it must not pass from C. No, not at all. There's a 30 degree, there's 45 degree, this is 60 degree. So I believe you got the point. So approximately, I have to make it. 1 minute, please. Between, you can say, approximately here. Okay, roughly, because not need. So this point you have to mention 2, 1. And now I'm going for shading part. So this is done. Now he said that this is more. Can you see is more? More. Lesser means this area, and more means this area. So I have to shade more. So I'm going to shade this part. So okay, this is done, and 5 marks for it. And let me check what is something missing. I think all over, and just right here, real axis, and right here, imaginary axis. Okay, this is done. Now, what last part, the second part, the greatest value of the argument of Z. What does argument stand for? The angle, okay? Angle, what is definition of the argument? If I don't go a definition of argument, so argument of Z is Z in all the points in the region. So any one point is getting from here is argument is a shortest angle with x-axis. This is the definition. So I'm going to make it. So which point can make it? So let's start. I'll take one line, and this line, do you think this is angle smallest? No. Do you think this? No. This is this. You see, as my line is moving, the angle become bigger. You see, here, this angle smaller. He asked the smallest angle. This point makes smallest angle. Now, as I move my pencil, you see, the angle of the line with X is increasing, increasing, increasing. And this is a point somewhere here. So it means I will draw a tangent here. And this point I label as a P, which give us the maximum angle with the x-axis. So now let's see how we can get it. This is an important task. First of all, I join P with the C. This is a radius, 90 degree. Then I join C with the origin. So problem is that this is not done even, and one line I will draw exactly below. You may ask, what reason, sir, we find like that? This is a theta and this given name alpha. Basically, definition is with x-axis. So from here till here is my task. Alpha plus theta will give our answer. So let's try to get it. And I think so we have some issues, especially alpha is not a hard task because this triangle, I will take it and I'm going to make it down here. CO, and that call as a M. This is a 4 and this is a 3 and this is alpha. So not hard to get it. Alpha is equal to tan inverse opposite by adjacent. So I will get this angle. Okay, what about the other one? Problem is this triangle data is not enough because this I have to the radius, but I don't have this length, I don't have this length, but this length we can find from here. So I'll use Pythagoras theorem and I'm finding it now here. X to power 2 equal to 3 to power 2 plus 4 to power 2. This become 25. And you know this give you always 5. So this is a 5. Now I'm going to make this triangle and I'm going to make it here. This is a letter P at 90 degree. You can see clearly this is a C, this O, and this angle theta. This is radius 2C to P. And O to C, I just got it from here, is a 5. So I think clear. So now I can find it opposite by, so theta is equal to sine inverse. And if I just add them, no need to find separate and just simply add them. So argument I'm looking for of Z is theta plus alpha. It means if I type all together, it will give me more accurate answer rather than I type them alone and add them. So I'm doing sine inverse 2 divided by 5. Sorry, it's not a 3, it's a 5. 2 divided by 5. And let me erase, it's not so clear. Okay. 2 by 5 plus tan inverse 3 by 4. And I'm getting here 1.055017. But according to criteria, I need 3 SF. So answer turned to be 1.06 radians. And this I was looking for argument of Z. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. Up to here clear. But sometime, you know, if you try to find them separate, this separate and this separate, and then add, maybe this answer would be 1.05. I hope so. The concept is very, very clear. Question number 7 we have, show that this is a factor of this polynomial. How to do it? How we can do it simple, x plus 7. So plug in x plus 7 is equals to 0. And I got this. Replacing every x with a negative 7. And if it comes 0, and it is actually, and you can show working better, sufficient to show okay, and you can just show 0 is acceptable even. So just showing this evidence that I'm plugging inside. So we can say hence proved, or okay, this is clear. Or better if you plug in, if you get the, yeah, no problem, you show the each working, no need. Okay, so by find a coefficient quotient in if this divided by x plus 7. So as we know the factor, because remainder is 0, so let's try to do it. What is method to do the question? So 8x cube plus 54x to power 2, negative 17x and negative 21, and x plus 7 right outside. X multiply what give you this answer? So x multiply what give you 8x to power 3. So 8x to power 2. So 8x power 2 multiply with the both values, I get 8x cube, 56x to power 2. Sign changes, this cancel, I get negative 2x square, negative 17x, negative 21. So this multiply what give you this value? So negative 2x. So negative 2x multiply with both. Okay, sign change. I get negative 3x and negative 21. This multiply what to give you this answer? Negative 3. Sign changes. So this is done. And he asked me quotient. The top value is called quotient. So quotient is 8x square, negative 2x, and negative 3. And now you know what the next question part here. Okay, he asks quotient only. But next part C, he's asking this one. But if you see carefully, there is connectivity between this part and the previous part. You see, is all numbers. If I show you, um, 8x cube plus 54x to power 2, negative 17x, negative 21. So if I show this whole and bring it here, you can see a comparison. So this is 8 same, and x cube become cos cube, 54 same, this cos cube 7, everything same. So it means I will say simple, I'll say let cos x, cos theta is equal to x. So this each cos theta replaced by x. So I'm getting 8x cube plus 54x to power 2, or I just erase it and copy the full equation from here. And equals to 0. I think this part is very clear. Okay. Now, student, look at here now. Do you know, student, if I give example, there's 12 inside 2, 6 are 12. So this 12, we can write 12 equal to quotient into divisor, okay? So 6 into 2. Same, I can say here, this dividend equals to the quotient into divisor. So this whole value I can replace by product of this and this. So I'm writing now quotient and x plus 7. So I'm writing here x plus 7 into quotient. And quotient is this, which I'm copying and pasting here. Okay, now what to do? So game is not finished. We have to factorize. 8 threes are 24 and 6 fours are 24. 6 fours are 24. So I can say x plus 7. And from here, I got a 2x common, 4x minus 3 left, plus 1 and 4x minus 3 left. And I can say x plus 7. I'm saving the time, just writing in one step. I got 3 answers. One is negative 7. one is 3 upon 4, and one is negative 1 over 2. Now I plug in all three numbers back in equation, so I got a cos theta is equals to negative 7, cos theta is equal to 3 over 4, cos theta is equals to negative 1 over 2. Now, student, look at carefully. This is the no way, impossible, because highest value, if plus 1, lowest value, minus 1 of cos and sine, and in the middle, okay, above, not possible, so no solution. And let's talk about these. So when you talk about this, okay, students, so let me check. Did he ask? Okay, 360, no problem at all. So, and degree or radians, degree. So is not a problem here. Okay, so let's try to solve it. And first of all, cos positive is here and here. Cos negative is here and here. So theta, or I take a principal angle, cos inverse, and make sure the previous question we done in radians. So our calculator must be in degree mode now. So 304, I'm getting 41.4 degree. And whereas this cos inverse of, and no need to take a negative, just take positive. And this give us cos inverse of 1/2, sorry, I got 60 degree. So 60 here, 60 here. And 41.4 here, 41.4 here. So start from positive x-axis and two angles we get from here. And same approach here and here. So first angle, I'm getting 41.4. And second angle, I get 360 minus 41.4. And here I get it, first is coming 180 minus 60 and 180 plus 60. So we got two answers, and 120, 120, and 240. Okay, and here if I subtract 360 minus 41.4, and I'm getting here 41.4 and 318.6. So, so we got here 4 answers. I hope so clear. And okay. So now we have 4 answers. We have to check it. One important thing here. Wait a minute, students. Okay. So he said 4x, okay, and let me check on top. Okay. So we got 4 answers here. Question number 8, we have to express this into this form. It's also called R form. Okay, so what is the method to do? 3 cos double x minus root 3 sine double x. And our cos the formula we have to expand here. Basically, cos formula what? Cos first angle, cos second angle, and opposite sign of it, I mean negative. And sine first angle, sine second angle. But because r is multiplying the whole bracket, so r will come here and r will come here. Now, if I compare both sides, so this cos theta and this cos 2x, sorry, both cancel out. So I got a r cos alpha equal to 3. So r cos alpha is equal to 3, equation number 1. So this sine 2x, this cancel out. So r negative r sine x is equal to negative root 3. So I think point is clear. And I got a r sine alpha equal to root 3. Yes, let me check. Clear. Equation number 2. And do you know sine square plus cos square is 1 if I square both equations and add them? So left-hand side, I get a r2 power 2 cos square alpha, r2 power 2 sine square alpha, and equal to 3 to power 2 and plus root 3 to power 2. Here, r square common, I got sine square plus cos, that is 1. Ultimately, I got a R2 power 2, and here I got 9 plus 3, 12. 9 plus 3, 12. And take a root of both sides. I got a root 12 positive and negative, but he said here R more than 0 positive. So I will not take negative. This R value done. Now theta is pi by 2, so we have to convert our calculator in radian mode, make sure. And if I divide sine over cos, I get a 10. So 2 divided by 1, or I can do this value, I can place it here and goes down and take cos inverse. So cos inverse 3 over root 12 and give us the alpha. And let's try to find alpha in, okay. So cos inverse 3 divided by root 12. And I'm getting here pi by 6. And he said that find our exact form. Though he's not asking to convert it, but I am converting. So 3 cos double x. I'm writing a final one more form. This form is not asking, but I'm putting R and alpha value there. R is root 12 and cos and 2x and plus pi by 6. This equation will help us to solve the next page. And I'm writing it here. Okay. Now look at students. So if you look at carefully, this is a whole thing same, which I have it here. So what I'm going to do, because check it, let me check. Even angles are same, exactly same. So whole thing is coming inside the square. So I'm going to write it now. 0 to pi by 12, 3 over. So I plug in this. So this whole part, I'm copying and pasting here. So when I paste here, students, so what happens then? Power 2 on top and dx. So then what happens, students? So finally, I got a 3 over this 12 and cos 2 power 2 and 2x plus pi by 6. Okay, and dx. This cancel out. I got a 1 over 4, which I bring outside. And here, 1 over cos square is actually secant square. So I got a secant square, 2x plus pi by 6. Okay, pi by 6. I got it here, pi by 6 dx. Okay. Now, students, if you look at carefully, what is a tan derivative? Tan derivative is secant square, and this secant square integration is tan. So I believe all of you understanding well, and we are getting 104, and here I'm getting tan double x plus pi by 6. But what is missing? And that is a 2. 2 is angles derivative. Okay, now limit is very clear, 0 to pi by 12. And this 2 will go multiply with 4, and I get it 1 over 8. Now I'm going to plug in this value first here. So when I plug in first here, 10, this 2 cancel with that. I get a pi by 6 plus pi by 6. Upper limit now. When I plug in lower limit, I get only pi by 6. So I'm going to finalize it. And so first of all, 10, and I got pi by 3 actually is coming here. I got inside root 3. Okay. And what is the other one? So when I type this one, I got a root 3 by 3. But we have to take LCM. If I take LCM, students, so LCM is 3, 3 root 3 minus root 3. And I get it here, 2 root 3 over 8 into 3. And this is cancelled. I got root 3 by 12. So if you leave it here, full marks, or if you, I think this is not a big effect, okay? So if you write like this, or 1 over 12 root 3 is our final form. But did he ask for special form? Not at all. So this is our required form, which he was asking us. Question number 9 we have here, container the shape of a cuboid has square base, and each side is x, you can see. and the height is 10 minus x, and it is given t is more than 0, positive, I mean, naturally not negative, possible. So container decreases the volume at a rate of which inverse. This statement is important. So let's start from here. The container decreases volume. So volume, so dV by dt. Okay, decreases inversely proportional to t, sorry. So inversely proportional. This means, and decreasing means negative sign, inversely means 1 over t. So this is very clear. Now, if we remove it, proportional sign, we get a negative kt. Okay. And one more thing, given rate of decrease of x is this. So rate of decrease of x. So it means dx over dt is rate of decrease. So negative 20 by 37. Okay. Rate of decrease of x is this given. Now we have to show this connection. Okay. And so how we can, and rate of decrease of x is this one. And we have to show, and this is given when we have t is given, x is given, and this is given data. So I'm writing here t is 1 by 10 and x is 1 over 2. So this data is given from us, from examiner. So what is our task? We have to prove this connection. Make sure whenever we have more than two variable involved, x, t, and volume. So then we always use chain rule formula and have a look. Best technique from where it is given, you can start from there even. So I can start dx over dt. I can write two things, dx here, dt is here. So d volume and d volume. Okay, so this is, you can see here. So this we can get from here, no problem at all. Okay, but problem is from where we get this connection. So we have to go on the top, and volume is given. Volume is length into width into height. Height is 10 minus x. We got x to power 2 and 10 minus x. So volume turns to be 10x to power 2 minus x to power 3. And dv over dx is equals to 20x minus 3x to power 2. Okay, and this is interesting. And now what to do? So I'm going to plug in the values one by one. So you see from here. So this I'm keeping is, yeah, when I keep this value same, no, reciprocal. So I will find it. I will plug in each x by 1 over 2. So when I plug in 1 over 2, it will turns to be, so this becomes 10. And when I plug in 1 over 2, 3 over 4. So 1 over 2. So 10 minus 3 over 4, I got a 37 over 4. Okay. But we're looking for not d or dx, this reciprocal. So I will flip the numbers here. So I will get 4 over 37. Same time, this value I replace by negative 20 over 37. Now this left, I will replace this value, negative k over t. But t value I replace by this number 1 over 10. 1 over 10. It will flip, becomes 10. Okay, now what about this? 37 cancel, 4 will go down, and I got negative 5, where I got a 10k. So k value turns to be negative half. So negative half, I got it. So now I'm going to replace all values back because this is my target to achieve. So let's try to solve it. So now I'm applying chain rule formula once again, dx over dt. And this I'm using as it is with, because I need as it is. So I'm using as it is. So 20x, but reciprocal form. So I'm going to write it 1 over 20x minus 3x to power 2. And this is done. What is the value of dv by dt? I got this one. So I'm going to replace into negative k, but k value is this. So I'm going to get this value. And sorry, this negative is there, and negative negative cancel, become positive half. So I'm going to place this positive half here, and I'm getting here negative 1 over 2 over t. So if you look at carefully, this will slip and become 2t. So ultimately, I got negative up 2t down and 20x minus 3x to power 2. So this is clear, dx by dt. So, and what was the target to achieve? And same target is approved. I hope so. The concept is very clear. So first proving part is done. And now, students, we have to go for next part. He's saying solve differential equation and try to obtain t in terms of x. So t is my subject. So how to make a subject? So let's try to solve this one. So first of all, cross multiply. It goes there, it goes there on the other end. So I will get a 2t 20x minus 3x to power 2 dx is equals to negative dt. So this is done. Okay, after this, this t alone, I will bring it down. Okay, and 1 over t dt. This negative even I will shift on the other side. Negative 2 20x minus 3x to power 2 and dx. Switch the sides. I got this. And negative 2 multiply inside, negative 40x and plus 3 to the 6x to power 2 dx. Okay, now I think we can go for integration easily. So let me just check once again. This cross multiply. This is okay. Yeah. And then I brought t on the other end. Sure. Okay. Now, students, what to do? Now we can go for integration. And when we go for integration, so here I get it logarithm t. Okay, or I just show first integration, then I can go for it. So integrating 1 over t dt, and here the integration of negative 40x plus 6x to power 2 dx. Okay, so here I got log of t, here I got this negative 40 increase of power by 1 divided by same, increase of power divided by same plus c. So log of t is equals to negative 20x to power 2 and plus 2x to power 3 plus c. Okay, student, now c. How to get c value? For that, I have to use this pair of values. Make sure, copy, and I'm pasting here. Okay. So when I replace the value, students, what happens? So here I got log of 1 by 10. Here I got negative 20 times to 1 upon 4. Here I got 1 over 8. So log of upper value minus log of lower value, I can say like this. Here I got negative 5. Here I got 1 over 4 plus c. So, yes, okay. And this is 5 4s are 20, negative 5 plus 1 over 4, negative 19 over 4. And here ln1 is 0. You know it very well. I got a logarithm of 10. This goes this side, and I got a c value. It's turned to be 19 over 4 minus log of 10. This C value I'm going to plug in back here. Sorry, not here. I'm going to plug in here. So I call equation number 1. So put in 1. So log of t is equals to negative 20x to power 2 plus 2x to power 3 and plus 19 over 4 minus log of 10. Okay. So students, what to do onwards? I am close to get the answer. Okay. And we actually here asking t subject. So I have to eliminate this logarithm. How to eliminate this logarithm? So, before I start, I just tell you students, for example, this 3, we can write 3 into 1. So 3 into 1 and 1 I can replace by ln e, and this 3 will go in the power. So it means ln e to power 3. It means they are same. So e to ln e to power 3 or 3, they are same. So in future, if I have a 6, you can write ln e to power 6. If you have k, you can write ln e to power k. What about this? So same story here. So students, ln t is equals to this whole equation. I can write an ln, how logarithm form e to power completely in the. So I'm writing in order. So first I'm writing positive 2x cubed, then negative 20x to power 2 plus 19 over 4. This is behaving like a k, like a 6. Okay. Now problem is only here left negative ln 10. I just write separate. And log property, whenever two values, log of a and log of a minus log of b, what I do there, a log of a over b. So it means this and this will divide. So I can write here, log of e to power 2x cubed minus 20x square plus 19 over 4, and 10 will go in denominator. Okay, students? And now log of t here. And log will cancel. You can leave it here, or you can write 1 over 10 into e to power 2x cubed minus 20x square plus 19 over 4. And this is basically we got our answer. Hold on, I'll bring it down. And this is our final answer. So I hope so. The concept is very clear and the question is completely over. Question number 10 we have now. And equation of two straight lines are mentioned. One is this and the other is this one. And is a constant acute angle between directions of the lines is pi by 4. And find the possible values of A, not values. So do you know, students, when they intersect, okay, directions of the line, so acute angle between lines, okay. So given by him is a pi by 4. So he says here, what is the formula basically used? We take, this is called direction number 1, B1 I count. This I will take as a B2 formula. We have B1 dot B2 is equal to B1 magnitude into B2 magnitude on into cos of the angle between them. And I will take, so this 3, 4a comes from here. And same way, negative 1, 2, 2. So is equals to what the next story we have here, magnitude of this vector. So that is obviously 3 square 9, 4 square 16, a square is this. So I have squared individual values and add them. Then same way, square of 1, 2, and 4. 1, 4, 4 into cos of pi by 4. Pi by 4 comes from here. So student, afterwards, this dot product, and all of you familiar, this corresponding I component, j and k component multiply and simply add them. So I got a negative 3 plus 8 and plus 2a. And right hand side, I got a 25 plus a square root. And here I get a 3 because 4 plus 4 is 9. 9 root is 3. And this, if you type in calculator, cos pi by 4 is a root 2 by 2. All right. This is done. Now afterwards, I can say here, this is a 2a plus 5 and equals to this. I can write it 3 root 2 by 2 I got from here. And into what? Root of 25 plus a square. Now, how to get rid of roots? So squaring both sides. When I square both sides, left hand side, I will get this format. And right hand side, this square separate and the other part square separate. Because in the middle, multiply sign. So what is squaring identity? All of you know first term square plus 2 into first term into second term plus second term square. And what about this 3 square 9 root 2 is cancelled because power 2 root cancel and divide by 4. And here I get what 25 plus a2 power 2 in bracket. 4a2 power 2 to the 4, 4, 5 is the 20a plus 25. And on the other end, I got this 2. So I got 9 over 2 times 2, 25 plus a2 power 2. This 2 multiply left hand side with all values. 2 4s are 8. And 40a and 50 is equals to 9 times to 1 to the 2 to 5. And plus a is 9a square. So if I bring it here out of 9, 8 subtracted, I got a square. If this goes there, it becomes negative 40a. And this goes there, out of this 50 gone, I got a plus 175. So write 0 there or write 0 on the other end, no problem. Okay, here I'm going to apply quadratic formula and quadratic formula negative b. Minimum this working you have to show. B square minus 4a into c divided by 2a. Rest you don't show, no problem. And if we check in calculator, we're getting 2 answers. One answer is turned to be 35 and second answer is 5. And he was asking us find 2 possible values of a. I hope so you got it. Let's go for next part. Instead, the line intersect. He said the intersect line and find the value of the a value, single value, and position vector of point of intersection. It means they intersect, so we have to find a point of intersection. What is the method to do? We have to convert line in their standard forms. What is standard forms? Look, I'm going to show you this line it here. So basically what we are doing, so this and lambda multiply inside, and then I take I component, I coefficient 1, and here 3 lambda. So basically 1 plus 3 lambda. J coefficient 1 and J coefficient is a 4 lambda. So do it very carefully. This is done from here 2a and here lambda a. So 2a plus lambda a or a lambda, no problem at all. This is a first standard form. Same way, I will go for second standard form and how to write negative 3 from here and negative mu from here. Negative 3, negative mu. So same way, negative 1 from here, student, and 2 times 2 mu. So I believe it's nothing hard. Negative 1 and a positive 2 mu. And same way, 4 plus 2 mu. Well, let me check. Correct. Now I'm student taking these 2 standard forms, cut from here, and I bring it down. Okay, so what is the basic plan, students? So how I will continue, because they intersect. At that intersect, both R values are equals to each other. So I'm going to say R is equals to R. So I'm going to put this okay, and we got a 3 equations. Look, I'm going to show you, or I just make it like this. Copy, paste here, copy, and paste here. And when I put them equals to each other, we get 3 equations. This is I So I got a 1 plus 3 lambda is equal to negative 3 negative mu. Reshape it. 3 lambda plus mu is equals to negative 4. I can do any way in the arrangement. I brought mu here and then this number on the other end, or you can do anyway. Okay, 1 plus 4 lambda is equal to negative 1 plus 2 mu. And what I can get it for lambda and minus 2 mu is equals to negative 2, equation number 2 done. Same way, this 2a plus a lambda is equal to 4 plus 2 mu. So third equation, if I leave it or I convert it, because not a big difference, because I can't do any manipulation, so I'm leaving it here. I'm calling this equation number 3. These two equations, student, I will solve them simultaneously and get that. So how to cancel this mu? I need a 2 on the top. Equation 1 multiply 2 and add equation number 2. So into 2 whole equation, I got a 6 lambda 2 mu is equals to negative 8. And 4 lambda negative 2 mu equal to negative 2. This will cancel. 10 lambda is equals to negative 10. Lambda becomes minus 1. And afterwards, this put anywhere, I think I put in on the top one. So 3 lambda plus mu equal to negative 4. And mu becomes also minus 1. So we got a both, and both values I'm putting a third equation. Okay. So when I put a third equation, students, what happens? Check it. So I replace lambda by minus 1 and mu by minus 1. So here I got, students, A, and here I got 2. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, I believe the point is very clear and we have done it. This question is over. And let's go for next question. And next question is number 12, number 11. So integration by substitution. So we have to use this substitution. It's very clear, and integrate this one. So topic is integration. Topic is integration. But we have to start from differentiation. So what differentiation? This 2 is disturbing, so 2 will go down. Or you can keep 2 here, even no issue at all. So what is dx? So dx over d theta is equal to half, as it is, and tan derivative secant square. This multiplied there. So half secant square theta into d theta. This is done. Okay. Now, students, I will go for limits also. When the two limits are there, lower limit is 0, upper limit is half. So this 0 I will plug in the place of x. So if I plug in 0 there, so 2 times to 0 equal to tan theta, and tan inverse of 0, we get a 0. Last thing left behind, half. Okay. So if x is equals to half, so when I plug in half here, half and 2 cancel, I get a tan theta is equal to 1, and tan inverse of 1 gives us pi by 4. Make sure, students, keep your calculator in radian mode, and second, we got a hint even available here. But make sure integration, differentiation, and differential equation, we have to keep in a radian mode. Now, student, let's proceed. It means the lower limit is 0, upper limit is pi by 4. So 12 copy as it is. This dx value I'm going to replace in the numerator, and I can say here half times 2 secant square theta d theta goes in numerator. And now what about denominator? 1 plus 4x to power 2, I can write it 2x whole square, which is same. So this 10 will go in the bracket. So this becomes 10 inside square on top. So I get a tan square theta. and on the top I have power 2. So I hope so clear. And afterwards, you know very well we have a formula, and that is formula is 1 plus tan square equal to secant square formula. So this is cancelled. I got a 6 secant square theta d theta over. So I get it here secant square theta inside the bracket, and on the top we have. So this is actually 2 to the 4. And out of 4, this cancel. So we can say this power cancel out. And ultimately we got here 1 over secant square. And it comes up. So we got here cos square theta d. Okay. But do you know, student, square, we don't have a formula. But one formula you remember, cos double theta is 2 cos square theta minus 1. Half angle comes here. Is this, can I make it subject? Yes, I can make a subject. This one will come here. It will add. And 2 will divide. I got a cos square subject. So this cos square replaced by this thing. I got a 1 plus cos 2 theta d theta over 2. This 2 I'll bring outside, or I can divide them both or bring outside. Outside is better. I get a 3 outside. And what is integration of 1? 1 integration is theta, and cos integration is sine 2 theta divided by 2, which comes from angles derivative 0 to pi by 4. I'm going to plug in the limits. Upper limit, I plug in pi by 4. When I plug in pi by 4 here, this 2 will cancel 4. I get a pi by 2. And basically that is a sine pi by 2 is a 1. And then minus, and sorry, 1 minute. When I plug in 0 here and here, so 0 plus 0 is 0. And now pi by 4, and this gives you 1 over 2. So 3 multiply inside, and finally I got 3 pi by 4 and plus 3 by 2. And what he was asking, this A, B are rational numbers, and we got A plus B, and is naturally, this is A, 3 by 2. This is A. So A is 3 by 2, and B is 3 by 4. And both numbers are rational form. So I hope so. This question paper is completely over. So best of luck for the future exam, and best technique, redo the questions where you find difficulty. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.